Okay. See what we got.
Check.
Yeah, that sounds like some old workout shit.
I'm an MC in real life.
For real?
Yeah. I can give you a couple bars.
Again.
You know what I'm saying? I can give you a couple bars. He missed the first session.
Huh?
He missed the first session.
He couldn't keep up. That's all right. That's all good.
Yeah, I'm unsigned height.
What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy, LaCheston.
I'm your co-host, Kim.
And welcome back to another episode of the What You Mean podcast, man. We are here for a What's New segment, man. Real quick, though, man, them guns is popping, man. Before we even get to it, man, I got to give a quick shout out to my stylist, Mo, man. Because she got, man, put the camera back on me. Jay, what is you doing, man? I was talking about these guns, baby. Ooh, and we got a workout doing it here. It come naturally, though. Anyway, y'all know I like to ramble before we even do what we need to do. But thanks so much for tuning in, man. We got a special guest here for a What's New segment, man, because he got some new stuff that's going on right here in the city of Birmingham. But you can actually tap in with him. It don't matter if you're on the East Coast, the West Coast, the North, or the South, man. So without further ado, man, go ahead and tell the people who you are, man, and let them know where they can find you, bro.
What's up, man? Hey, my name is Curtis Starks. I'm representing Birmingham, Alabama, preferably the north side of Birmingham. You can find me IG, Train with C Starks, or you can go on TikTok, Train with C Starks. I just started a TikTok page, so it's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. So that's me, man. Trainer, entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur at this point.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep doing my thing.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
From the What You Mean podcast staff, you know, myself, bro, we really appreciate you taking out time in your schedule because I know everything is like really, really jumping for you right now. Just really appreciate you coming in and sitting down with us, man.
It's cool, no problem, man. Hey, I tell everybody I play for the team I own, so you know.
I hear that, man. I hear that. So, what we gonna do?
We're going to kick it off.
How you want to do it?
Well, first of all, I'll kick it off. I bought a copy of my book.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Freight Train
Okay.
P new book. And I signed it for you guys. It's for, you know, to the podcast.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I don't like to go in by the house and not bring anything. So
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, man. I actually
Home
got
training, man. Home
I actually
training.
got
Home train.
I got
like gifts.
yeah, and I got some for you too.
Okay,
we
that's
normally give it out at the end of the episode, but I'll make sure I get
Yeah,
up and
man,
make sure I
you know.
give it to you on camera, man.
No
But
doubt.
thank you for this, bro. I really
welcome,
appreciate
you're
it.
welcome, you're welcome.
And I'll make sure that I share it with everybody else.
Yeah.
So we normally we got a dope producer on our staff, man, and you know she sends us some dope work and you know help me and Kim to continue to collaborate and work together as a team to just get better on our platform and be better host and co-host, man. And she normally sends us some great icebreaker type stuff, man. And I'm just gonna read it straight off the paper today.
All right,
like I'm not
that's
gonna ad lib with it at all. I'm just gonna put it out there. The reason why we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. Do you know where that came from?
That's one of my quotes.
Okay, that's why she put that in there. You care to explain it or go into it a little bit?
Well, you know, I think social media has made it. Social media is good, especially when you're trying to get your platform out like this. You know, also if you have a business, you're trying because it's free advertisement,
Right.
per se.
In a sense, yeah.
But then people kind of go left with it, you know, and they're showing these highlight reels of other people's lives. And it's not their life, you know what I
Gotcha.
mean? So that's what that kind of quote was inspired. I'm like, hey, if you're going to show the good stuff, show the bad stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so, and I like to do quotes like that all the time, just to let people know I'm a normal person as well, you
Right.
know? And, you know, sometimes, you know, I see some stuff on social media, I'm like, man, that, you're comparing yourself with somebody else's highlight reel, like,
Yeah.
you know, and I got a really another dope quote. It's kind of like, you know, how's it go, look in your pocket and put that on social media. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, like real talk. You know, so I think people need to be really authentic. You know, if you can celebrate the good stuff, you can celebrate bad stuff. You know, show that.
Right.
Like your life is not a highlight reel all the freaking time. You
Right.
know what I mean? So let's stop, as the young people say, stop capping. Did they say
Yeah,
cap?
that's what they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, stop,
Okay.
stop capping.
Because it's a lot of that
It's a lot. It's a lot of it going on, you know, and just people just need to be affirmed all the time. And you know, I think social media has made it like, you know, especially for young ladies, like, you know, attention is not valued anymore. You know, like we can. I mean, back in the day, it used to be like, you know, you try to talk to a young lady, you know, that attention is valued.
Right.
Now it's not. You
Yeah,
know.
because they can get it from anywhere.
They can go in the inbox right now. Boom, boom. Hey, how you doing? You know,
That
what I mean?
easy.
So it's just not a value anymore. But you know, it's still some real good dudes and good people like that.
That
so,
is true.
Yeah.
Aside from social media, though, where do y'all think that initially started from, just in y'all's opinion, as men?
So I need you to re-ask that question so I heard it clearly.
Like, where do you think this need of, I have to have attention, I need to feed off of this attention, where do y'all think that started from? I have an idea in my mind. I just want to get y'all's opinion.
I think it started from reality shows. You know, you started like, cause
I agree.
Cause you got to think now. Real talk. Back, you know, I was college in 95, 96. Like, it was this thing called Black Planet. Like,
Yeah.
I
social
remember
media
Black
just
Planet.
social media just hadn't started.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It had just evolved.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you had Black Planet, Black People Meet, what's the other one? Space.
MySpace.
MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace, all that. So it just evolved, and then now you have these reality shows that come in. That's really not reality, because trust me, like I used to date a girl, and I always tell her, I never tell who you are or whatever, but she was like, yeah, it's scripted.
I'm in the
You know what I'm
industry, so
saying?
I know it's scripted.
It's
Yeah.
scripted. So now, which is, it's kind of the gift and the curse. It's kind of like, yeah, black people can have those things, you know what I'm saying? But how about have it without the mess part of it?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You know, but being in the industry when it comes to filming, bro, it's, you know, and TV, it's just about ratings, man.
It's about ratings.
and it's almost like, what are you willing to sell your soul for, basically? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because some of the stuff is degrading not only to yourself, but it's degrading to our culture as a people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, different people gonna get to the bag different kinds of ways. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to what you just initially talked about the behind the scenes thing. Like I really wanted to add to that, not to get away from your question, because I wanted to add to that too. But I feel like people have to get to a certain spot, a certain level, when they're ready to be transparent about how they got to a particular spot.
Correct. Yeah, if you're ready to be transparent about it, then be transparent about it. For example, and it's cool to be on those reality TV shows. It's cool, but how did you get there? So, you know, it's like Housewives, you know what I'm saying? So you have these basketball player ex-wives, whatever, you know, but they were not always there. How did you get there?
Right.
So show that. Show the grind instead of the, you know what I mean?
Sound like you want to see them before the BBL, bro.
Yeah, real talk. And if you got a
Before the
BBL,
bag.
if you got a BBL, say you got it.
That part.
That's
Then
what I'm
that
saying.
messes with
Just saying.
the facade of your reality, you know.
So me being in the fitness business,
Okay.
I have a client or two or three, or people just call me and say, I'm gonna have this surgery. Boom, boom. I said, okay, then what?
Yeah, because I don't think a lot of people are ready to maintain it after they get it. I don't think they
No.
understand that you have to maintain it.
Not only that, but once you have it, then what? Who are you having it for?
That part.
Other people.
You have it for other people, but who? Because what women think we don't really like.
Facts. I just had to tell somebody
That's
the
a
other day.
word. I'm just
I had to tell
saying.
somebody the other day.
No,
like,
real talk.
Like I'm literally obsessed with a ponytail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No makeup, no lashes, your real skin, some shorts and a t-shirt, and we cool.
And
you
we
know what I'm
cool.
saying? Like I don't need the 20-inch weave. I don't need the 3-inch lashes. Like I don't need all that. Like you know what I'm saying?
Don't come for my lashes though.
And because guess what? Almost all the time, if they have a BBL or they have implants, whatever, at some point in time, it's gonna have to come out because you're putting a foreign
Substance.
subject in your body.
Yeah.
Your body is at some point is going to reject that. You know what I'm saying?
But I thought the BBL is just grabbing substance from one part of your body and
No.
putting it into another.
So with that part, so you have to know your body type. So everybody stores fat in based upon their body type.
Okay.
So what happens? They go in and they kill those fat cells. So say for example, if your body, your natural body type is where you gain fat here,
Okay.
you accumulate fat here, and they go they kill it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't maintain it, or what's going to happen, you're going to naturally, it has to go somewhere, so it's going to go somewhere else.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, so
Got you.
they don't think about that. They're thinking about like right now. I want to look good right here, right now. You know what I mean? And then I got a cool. Well, it's not a cool story, but my cousin went to Puerto Rico, the DR, with two young ladies. Him and his friend, and one young lady went down there to have surgery. You know what I'm saying? Because it's quote unquote cheaper.
Right.
This girl had, this is a true story. This girl had 2 kids, you know what I'm saying, and got on the table and didn't return back because of the vanity of it. You know what I'm saying? And social
Yeah.
media makes you look at that, because those people that are advertising their stuff, celebrity advertising their stuff, they don't use that. They don't use that. Yeah, real talk. That's a true story. This girl went down there to the DR to have a surgery. She did not return. She had 2 kids, and she did it all because it's how she thought that she wanted to look. You know what I mean? So that's why I said, okay, you had these surgery, then what?
That's sad, bro.
You know what I mean? You know, that's real
sad.
talk. And I kind of talk about that a little bit in my book too. I don't really go into detail about it. People think it's a workout book, but it's really not. You know what I mean? It's really a good. I mean, it's a good way to get you active, healthy, fit, and free. You know what I mean? So,
Gotcha.
and I'm one of them trainers. I'm real transparent. Like, you know, I mean, I remember a girl came in like she slender. You know, she wanted a butt. I'm like, well, I you know, I can't give you a butt. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because of your body type. She said, well, my boyfriend is cheating on me with this girl that got a butt. He said if I get a butt, he'll get. I'm like, really? So
He said that?
I promise to God. So I wouldn't train her. I was like, you need to do this for you. Yeah. Like you'll be surprised on some of this stuff I've heard in my 27 years of doing this.
Sis, leave him. Oh, bye. Oh, no.
Wow.
Well,
Ooh.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I mean, I think too that boils back down to like just your mentality overall, you know, because you look at yourself and you don't truly see the value and the worth of like who you are. And again, that goes back to, you know, you comparing yourself to people or
That's
kinda
what you can't do.
Right.
That's
And
what you
getting-
can't do.
Getting caught up in this facade and trying to be something that God didn't give you.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
like you have to own who you are,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, whether you like it or not. So.
Yeah, yeah, it is, and you know, I think that kind of sort of put us in full circle to kind of sort of, I guess, answer your question about, you know, kind of sort of where attention started. I think that y'all hit the nail on the head, but reality, but I think it ultimately just boils down to the type of person you are and who you surround yourself with.
Correct.
Because
Absolutely.
the people that you around or the circles you're connected to or how you run, like that's what also makes you seek attention. Like
Yeah.
that attention stuff, it happens on multiple levels. You know what I'm saying? You got the neighborhood chick that got 20 kids, but because she's still fine, you know what I'm saying, and everybody quote unquote might think she this or that or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She carries herself in a manner where she really doesn't even understand that there's probably an aspect of her that has been devalued for whatever reason, but it's certain things around her that feed into saying that she can get that attention. So she carries herself like that. Right. So she's a product of her environment. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where it starts. And people start to feed off that and then begin to want more. You know, like, I mean, you could probably go knock on probably 65% of the women doors right now and offer them a reality deal and they wouldn't turn it down.
Right. No, they wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I think for me, I think that's where the attention comes. The attention deficits that people feel like they have to have. I feel like it comes from your environment, like the people that you're around. Because I think at some point in time, if I could be honest and transparent, I think I became one of those people that was attention based, and I think that I think I just sought after that attention because of the attention that I possibly lacked in my childhood from at home. You know what I'm saying? As well as my peers, because I didn't have a whole lot of friends or people that want to hang with me or people didn't think I was cool. And, you know, the girls always told me I was ugly. Like, so I had my reasons for once I was able to tap into that for wanting more of it because it was something that I wasn't used to. But then once I got used to it, it was like, okay, like there's no point to it. You see what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it ain't gonna put no food on your table. It ain't gonna get you paid no extra money. It just is what it is.
It is what it is.
So
I
agree with
think
that.
too, like it also boils back to just knowing who you are as well, and just being aware of like your own just self identity. Because I'm a makeup artist, so and to me, I see a lot of women, you know, put all of their identity into like what they have, their status, you know, oh, I'm this boss chick, so on and so forth. And it's like, well, if you stripped all of that away, who are you?
Who
Wow.
are you?
Like, truly, who are you? You know, like, no title, no bag, no money. You're just in your raw, rarest form. Who are you? And you don't even know.
And guess who exposed that?
Who?
COVID-19.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
COVID-19 exposed a lot of people, and it stripped a lot of people of their identity. If you're a CEO or whatever, you know they don't need you no more. You know what I'm saying? If you head of this department, you know, now you're not going to work. We don't need this no more. We don't need you no more. You know, you staying at home with your kids 8 hours. Are you really a parent, or has school been parenting them?
You don't like
You know what I'm
it?
saying? You feel me? Like if you got a side dude, a side chick. You know what I mean? What's your value to me? You know what I mean? What's your value?
Right.
You feel me? COVID-19 exposed
Yeah.
a lot of people, and it also made a lot of people too.
Yeah, it did.
You
It
know,
did.
so you either had to swim, you had to sink. And I think it's important that prior to COVID-19 that you have a team around you. I got a team about 5 eagles.
The Eagles?
I call them eagles because
You're not going to carry chickens now.
well,
Yeah, we can't do no chicken.
eagles fly at the highest altitude.
That's true.
Only other eagles fly with me. If you're a pigeon, you can't go there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't even have the same conversation. I only have the same conversation with my eagles.
Gotcha.
We don't even talk the same. I mean, we talk the same language. I can't talk the same language with you.
That's powerful, bro.
Yeah. So my mentor told me one time, he was like, hey, and the reason I got this tattoo, this lion tattoo, he said, do you know he said, I only have jungle lions around me. I was like, what? He said, I only have jungle lions around me. I was like, okay. Like, he said, you know what I'm saying? I said, no. He said, it's a difference between a zoo lion and a jungle lion. He said, zoo lions sit in the zoo, you know, they bring him his food, they bring him his girl, bring him his water, and control the environment, whatever.
Yeah.
A jungle lion got to go get it, dog. You know what I'm saying? You got to kill what you eat. If you don't kill, you don't eat. Nothing's given to you. You know what I mean? So he said, I only have jungle lions around me because we know how to get it no matter what the situation is, no matter what the outcome is. And with my business, I survived a recession and COVID. So I got it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think we were talking about, you know, my online training with people. I was working on that like, I don't know, 2015, 14. And people told me like, man, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So when COVID hit, guess what I didn't have to do? I didn't have to pivot. They had to pivot.
You was already on go.
I was already like, I was
You're
still getting it
prepared.
back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I say that to say what y'all was saying, you have to hang around the same like-minded people and you won't be seeking attention. Because everybody got, you know what I mean?
Everybody moving the same.
And then no one is jealous of each other.
Nope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like no one is jealous of each other. You can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be entrepreneur, you can be whatever, but everybody's doing their own thing.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So you gotta you gotta be flying at that altitude that no one else can fly at, you know? So that's a true statement, man. So COVID exposed and elevated a lot of people.
Gotcha. So with that being said, you know, we didn't hit on that. We hit on ironically, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of reality shows, we hit on a little bit of like attention stuff and stuff like that. We talked, you shared a story with us about certain people coming and want to be trained for you for whatever reasons or whatever the case may be. So with you, just kind of sort of, I think like a lot of also fitness trainers, good ones anyway, they're like indirectly like counselors and therapists too. You know what I'm saying? Like they take something that you give them, they find a way to latch on to it to help you hit those goals. So when these people are coming into your gym, or when people come into your life, or people when you get the opportunity to like just speaking to them, like what are some steps or what are some things that you're like telling people to kind of sort of like keep them from robbing themselves of comparison? Like I think a lot of people want to compare, like, and you said this while we sitting down here, I want to compare myself to this, compare myself to that, to try to get this or try to get that. Like what are some things that you try to tell people or help people with to kind of sort of get away from the ability of them robbing themselves of trying to compare themselves?
I give them the real. You know, it's not about losing weight when you come. It's not about looking a certain way when you come. I have a machine that, you know, tells us your body fat percentage and all that stuff.
Right.
So a lot of people come in like they're at risk, like at risk for diabetes, high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we need to get you out of this 35-40% because you're at risk for something. You're gonna die.
Right.
If you don't get it together. So I automatically switch them from working out to look great is to working out to be active, healthy, fit, and free.
Gotcha.
So you got to go now. When you talking about reality, like that's reality.
Right.
Like if you 45% body fat, you know what I'm saying, and my machine saying you're at risk for one of those risk factors, which is high blood pressure, diabetes, A1C, stuff like that. Like that's gonna be like, oh, okay, so that totally switches it. Switch the mindset.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to get you out of this first.
Right.
Everything else gonna follow.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of what I tell them.
It's supposed to be like 20% or less, right? For body fat?
Well, yeah. Well, it just depends. You know, the body fat percentage with women, you want to be 30%. That's average. You know what I'm saying? That gets.
What about
you
us? We 20 though, right?
Yeah, like 20 something. Yeah. So that gets us out of at risk. The thing is, man, you want to get out of at risk. You know, my whole thing. If you come in there to work out, to look good, you're not gonna stick with it. If you come in there to look to feel better, you're gonna stick with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it becomes a lifestyle. You know, because you gotta think we were made to move.
Right.
We were made to be healthy. You know what I mean? So think about it. History. You know, so you remember how the nomads, they travel, stop, but they traveled together. Boom. They went to kill. They fed. You know what I'm saying? And they kill raw stuff. Like, okay, cool. They ate raw things.
Mm-hmm.
They ate, they killed game, which is meat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they sat there, did that, they did it, and then they moved again.
Right.
Kept moving. We're designed to move. You know what I mean? So that's what I say. Like, we eat, move. You know what I'm saying? Get some type of move. I had a lady today sign up. She was 71 years old.
Oh, wow.
71. So she wants to be, it's all about being functional because every day we do 7 things. We push,
Right.
we pull, we twist, we walk, we lunge, we squat,
Right.
and that's what's the other one? And we rotate. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Those are 7 movements that you do every single day. You know what I mean? So that's how you're really supposed to train.
Okay.
To be functional.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're considered being the fitness specialist for people that are after 40. So why did you choose to target the age of 40, and what happens after that age as well?
Well, for one, I'm over 40.
Are you?
For real?
48.
I wouldn't have guessed it.
Dang,
You said
dude.
you're 48?
48. I'll be 49 in November. Scorpio.
Dang, dude.
48?
Did you say Scorpio?
Scorpio.
Ah.
Scorpio rules.
Could have fooled me.
I said that because of, like, you know, I played high school football, collegiate football, arena football, and like, I don't train like I trained in.
Right.
You know, I train like what we talking about, like like functional. So you have to train a little different, have to work out a little different as you get older, you know. So that's why I say, you know, specialist after 40, because I know that you're gonna come in, you're gonna have some knee problems, you're gonna have back, neck, you know, all that, you know, my neck, my back, all that. Yeah, so you're gonna have some issues, and when you having issues like that, you have to be able to work out specifically, you know, to that. So, for example, I don't do the CrossFit big group stuff. Like, I don't do it. I really don't think it's effective, you know. So mine, you know, we do semi-private, you know what I'm saying? So semi-private means I take 2 to 4 people at one time. You know, it can be one person. But you're actively able to coach. Just like the lady came in today, she's 71 years old. So I can't throw her in the mix with everybody else.
Right.
But you're starting to see that you have 35 to 75-year-old people sign up for fitness because they want to stay moving, they want to stay living, they want to play, they continue to play with their grandkids. You know what I mean? And it's not about losing weight or whatever. It's all about being functional, being able to squat, being able to move, being able to not have to do this and push up. You want to shoot up. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you're getting a lot of that now. You know, so that's why I say, you know, especially after 40. You know, if you come in my studio, man, we don't have any dumbbells or anything like. I mean, not dumbbells, barbells and big weights like that. We have dumbbells, kettlebells, TRX, rope stuff like that, because that stuff allow me to train you in what you're going to be doing every single day, is those 7 movements that we do. Like when we get up right now, we're going to be doing one of those 7 movements.
Wow.
I think that just pretty much answered my next question, because I was pretty good. I was going to ask you, like, what are you doing, or what sets you apart, or what makes you different from the type of training that you decide to do?
Well, I think with me, I walked into this thing in 2000. Well, I started in '96, but in 2006 I owned my own business. And I walked into it like there was no B plan. I've never had a B plan.
Okay.
Never. I knew this is what I'm supposed to do. I don't struggle with what God put me here on earth for. You know what I'm saying? He put me on earth to change people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I think it's in the Romans, some, don't quote me, but it talks about your spiritual gifts. You know what I'm saying? And one of them is the gift of encouragement. That's mine. So I tunnel vision it. Like, I don't struggle with it. You know what I mean? I know exactly what I'm put here to do.
Okay.
So, and you know, I mean, I love it. But what I think what sets me apart is that this is not a part-time job for me. This is my career. You know what I mean? I did not have a B plan, you know, and I've been around since every fitness fad has come and gone. I'm still here.
Right. Right.
That's a testament in itself.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be here. You know what I mean? And you know, and I study my craft. Like, you know, I go to New York, L.A., Rhode Island. I go everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's a workshop. You know, you gotta continue to do it. Like Kobe said, Kobe practiced all the time, and he keep his body in shape. You know what I'm saying? For the game.
Right.
And keep my body in shape. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm 48, but I still do my thing. Like, I'm gonna leave here later, and you know, I'm gonna go because I didn't get my work. I work out every morning at 4 in the morning. I didn't get it in this morning. I was just tired. But yeah, so that's a priority for me. You know, that's a part of
Working
who I
out
am.
at 4 in the morning, man.
You get up at 4 in the morning, man. You gotta do what you gotta do what you want to do.
So what do your workouts look like for you personally?
My workouts, they're functional as well. You know, so say for example, you know, I have a Peloton, so I love my Peloton. So let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm doing some type of strength training. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I'm Peloton. I'm running, and you know, my hobby is these Spartan races. So all over the world. So I travel all over to these Spartan races, like 5Ks, 10Ks, 20Ks, but they have different like obstacles. Like you got to jump over walls.
Yeah.
And
So that was you jumping over the fire on your Facebook page?
Yeah. Me. So, but you would think like, you know, okay, cool. I got this race on this date. I got to start getting ready. No, I'm ready all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
I ain't got to train.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I got you.
I can do it right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, I mean, I try to, you know, put that into my clients too. Like, stay ready. You know what I mean? Like, stay ready. So you don't have to get ready.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So we got pray, train, repeat,
Yeah,
bro. Let's go ahead and get to it. It say it's a guide to be active, healthy, fit, and free in 21 days. So I guess my first question about your book is going to be, I'm sure you have a testimony about it. So what can happen in 21 days being the reason that you chose 21 days? Like what was the reasoning behind that?
I chose 21 days because 21 days is that sweet number where you can start the process of developing some habits.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you just kind of need a guide, you know. And the reason I wrote this book was actually this book wasn't supposed to be named Pray, Train, Repeat.
Okay.
Really?
No. I was crazy.
What she did. Because you looking like a she thing. I swear to God, that's what you looking like over there.
Your train of thought
Like,
off.
yeah, you was like, oh,
Alright,
golly.
so-
What happened was.
So what happened was I back in 2018, I closed my business and moved north. And then, but it was crazy, man. On my way driving there, I'll never forget it. I had hit a spot where it was like nothing but fields on each side. I think I was going through Illinois, and I had just got this. Well, I hate when people say they got that. You know, God had revealed to me, you can write a book. I'm like, well, what the book gonna be about?
Right.
What the book gonna be about? So, and I came up with a theme for the book. Like, cool, I'm gonna write the book, but never knew I didn't give myself a time frame. So, after some series of events, I'm coming back from up north back to Birmingham, and at that point, I had closed my gym, you know what I'm saying, and coming back, like literally, you know how you literally looking at something in the rearview mirror, like, man, like I'm trusting you, God, because I'm going back to zero.
Right.
I think real talk, 2019, at the end of 2019, that's my first time ever starting completely over, no capital, no net, like I tell you, zero. You know what I mean? The only thing I had at that time was I had a Range Rover in the box, and it was filled up with boxes and bins where I couldn't even see the rear view. I had to look at the side. But, you know, I drove and I just, you know what I'm saying? So, I got back. And again, like I told you, I don't have a B plan, you know what I mean? But I just, you know, I was faithful that, like, okay, cool. So, and it's kind of like you can say, yeah, I have faith. Yeah, I have faith. But you gotta, until you feel it, until you be
And
like,
act on it.
man,
Yeah.
like, do what they feel like? You know what I mean? So anyway, long story short, end up opening back up, and I proceeded to write the book, and the Pray, Train, Repeat came because typically what I try to do when I get thrown off, you know, off center, and all of us get thrown off center, you know, from God and the routine. So what I do, I typically pray, train, repeat. So what the book is about is 21 days to reset you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's 10 chapters, and each chapter is gonna either educate you, motivate you, or inspire you. So that's what I wanted to do. So and then at the end, you know, I'm a big Star Wars fan and a Jay-Z fan. So all my chapters are named, you know, something like that. So like the first chapter is called New Hope. Star Wars, first movie.
Got you.
It's the first movie my mom and I went to. So all of my chapters are significant to me. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And it talks about like the 23rd Psalms. So each chapter starts out with a Bible verse, and after the Bible verse, it's a story behind it that relates to that. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? And then at the end of the chapter, I give you a tip like, hey, meditate on that. You know what I mean? I teach you how to meditate because that's one of the best things that ever happened to me. You know, and I started to meditate. So, but long story short, at the end of the chapter, which is the blueprint, I teach you how to put all of it together so you can know how to reset. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? So, and I've added like a 7-day workout program in there that leads to my app, my new app.
Okay.
And so you know, it's just different. There's some stories in there about the girl I just talked about that came in with the bud, whatever, who wanted the bud. I kind of talk about my story. I, you know, talk about some stuff, how to eat. But anyway, long story short, I'm still gonna write the book. But I had to write that book because people knew me as a fitness specialist to take me serious as an author.
Gotcha.
So now I can proceed to write the book I wanted to write. And it's crazy it's probably gonna be my third book because I already started on my second book,
Right.
which is about it's called Men in Black: Why Black Men Don't Go to the Doctor. Because, you know, include my dad, who passed in August of last year. I've been to probably about 6 straight funerals where black men have died of risk factors like diabetes, high blood pressure, stuff like that. So now I'm like, and out in the last, I promise you, man, the last funeral I was at, I gotta like, I'm gonna write a book on why black men don't go to the doctor, because you've noticed, man, there's more big mamas than big daddies.
Always been that way. Always been that. The life, the life
Like, why is
expectancy
that?
of a black man, I think the last time I checked, it was a while ago, but the life expectancy of a black man is like 75 to 78 years old.
Yeah, it's probably lower than that now. But
Wow.
But the book is gonna be about why is that? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it going to the doctor for us is just fear. You know what I'm saying? Fear of him telling me
Yup.
like, you got high blood pressure, or
Yup.
your kidney failing, the wound, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now, me as a black man, to protect my family, I got to go back and tell them Superman got hit with kryptonite.
Right.
So I'm going to hold it. I ain't going to even tell you. See what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's real talk. See?
That
You know what I'm
is
saying?
true.
Down it? Because I'm going to tell you, because it happened to me. Like, I found out, I guess it's kind of hip law, but it's not hip law, but I ain't going to say the name. But I found out my pops kidney had failed through somebody that worked up there
Yeah, that's definitely
that knew me, and like, hey, I seen your dad. I said, seen my dad doing what? He's like, you adopted. What? Because he's been such a provider for the whole family. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want us to see, or he was afraid to ask for help, or just, I mean, he didn't want to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we like that, bro.
We like that.
We
but,
like that.
I mean, but we shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? So why is that? So that's what my next book about. Y'all heard it here first. Men in Black: Why Black Men Don't Go to the Doctor.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. I ain't even gonna lie to you. With the 21 days, you know, so you believe in the Holy Trinity, right? So I ain't gonna even lie. I thought that's where it came from. I think it came from the number 3 for Holy Trinity, and then the number of completion was just 7, and you multiply it to get 21 days.
21 days.
Yep.
And you know, people, they always do a 21-day fast and all that stuff, you know. And I thought 21 days would really be good to grab your attention, get this information, and apply it.
Right.
I think anything longer than that is too much. I think anything longer than that, you already need to have that information applied to go into a 6-week challenge
I got you.
or an 8-week program.
Okay.
But it's the foundation that I'm trying to get. You know what I mean? Because you can go from meditating for 2 minutes to 5 minutes to 10 minutes to, you know what I'm saying? But you got that foundation starts within that 21 day. Like, you got to have that foundation. You know what I mean? So that's it, man. Super proud of the book. I went back and dedicated to my pops. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So my name is his name. So I just wanted to do that, man. It really had thrown me off. Of course, had a space where like I didn't do anything after he passed. I didn't do anything. So I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna complete this book. Because he would be proud.
That's what's up, bro.
So I went back and completed it, and it's been cool, dude.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
I kind of want to circle back, not to give away your book, because y'all definitely need to go out and buy it.
Okay.
I said what I said. Oh, sorry. But give us just like a little soundbite on meditating that you've like inserted in your book for those who are listening that may not know how to do that.
So start with 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I started with 2 minutes. It's weird at first because it's kind of like you're sitting down in this space and you're doing this and like, am I supposed to feel anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I did was I found a cool app called Abide, and it has some meditation stuff on there. And I have a room set for it. So I got a mat, I got this candle, and it's dark. So what I did, so you know how you close your eyes, but you see this candle and it's just flickering. So I just focused on the light. So I started focusing on the light. So my meditation went from 2 minutes to 5 minutes to 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And I meditate about 5 minutes a day in the morning. I get up in the morning and work out at 4. And somebody asked me why I did. It's just like, why do you get up and work out in the morning at 4? I said, well, shoot, I remember reading when Jesus got up, the first thing he did, it was early in the morning, he went to go meditate.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to duplicate it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I do. And when I don't do it, it throws me totally off. Like today, I was totally off. You know what I'm saying? I got the meditation part of it. So I do 3 things in the morning. I call it the first 15, and it's in the book too. I do 5 minutes of worship. So I put my headphones on, find me somebody to listen to. Then I do 5 minutes of reading. You know what I mean? Then I do 5 minutes of meditation. That's my first 15.
Okay.
So if I don't do my first 15, I'm off the whole day.
It sets the tone.
Set the tone.
Got to.
I feel you though, man.
Do
Yeah.
it.
I feel you though.
Yeah.
So why is prayer important when it comes down to the way that you work out?
Because prayer is, you know, it's part of your body. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's not our body. He's just letting us borrow it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on top of that, man, like, you know, it gives you this focus. You know, when you're working out, you can be in a zone, and you can just, when you start meditating, you be like, dang, that was answered because you meditating on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you're doing the one thing that, you know, you're honoring God by honoring the body that He gave you.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So it kind of ties all in.
I was just about to say that. I think
Yeah.
the way you've broken it down is extremely detrimental.
Mm-hmm.
I think some people meditating don't even know that they are meditating, because I was just sharing with, you know, a friend the other day on my way to go do a gig that like prayer is something that's extremely sacred to me myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I can't explain sometimes what happens when I pray. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, it's been a minute since I've been in somebody's church. You know what I'm saying? And my engineer, he works for The Rock. And Sunday he went live from basically the same booth in there he working in. It's just a really large one that he working in, you know, with The Rock. And he went live, and of course I want to go see what he doing, because I'm sitting down, and instead of me being in somebody, you know, worship experience, or being in somebody's church or in my word or whatever, you know what I'm saying, doing some Sunday morning, I'm literally at my desk in my office editing pictures, editing videos, trying to pump stuff out, whatever the case may be. And then when he did that, I was like, you know what? The Rock go live everywhere. They go live on their website. They probably live on YouTube. I was like, let me just go find it. And as soon as I tapped into it, man, they were in praise and worship.
Mm-hmm.
And I promise you, man, as soon as I start hearing that lady sing, the first thing that I done was I slid back from my chair. I slid back in my chair, and I just sat there for a moment.
Yeah.
And before I knew it, bro, I was in my own little world and inside of just that moment. Like I was just thanking God for because I felt as if His presence was with me. That and I needed that. Like to the point that I texted Jay and I was like, thanks for going live on Instagram, because that drove me to go to the page. And then Monique was there in the service. She was there, and I knew she was there. And I got in the comments going crazy. I mean, folks literally praising through the comments, you know what I'm saying? And I added Monique in the statements. I was like, this is that mist I was talking about. Because I was just telling her about, you know, when I was in ministry or doing ministry or whatever, like, it wasn't so much that it was my job to be there.
Right.
It got to a point where literally I didn't want to miss a Sunday, because if something happened, I wanted to be there when it happened. And I ain't talking about no gossip. I ain't talking about no drama. I'm talking about if he decided that he wanted to pass through that day, I wanted to be there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's something about being in the midst, man. And I think when you're talking about pray, train, and repeat, you're creating that midst for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when you create that midst for yourself, we all know that the person who got healed when he got on that beach never touched him directly. They only touched the hem of his garment. So when I'm praying and I'm training and I'm repeating and I'm creating that mist is allowing the people that are connected to my training to get touched where they probably don't even know they need to be touched at. You know what I'm saying? So I know, bro, just got email. Yeah, you on the right path, bro. I don't know where that came. I try not to go there with people.
No,
I
man,
try not to even go there on my podcast, because I be talking crazy on my podcast. I be cussing, drinking, doing all kinds of stuff, bro. But it's just, I'm modern day DMX, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't all the way right, but I ain't all the way wrong either. And there's something that he gives me sometime that I just can't help but share it. You know what I'm saying? So in this moment, I'm having a slight moment. So I'm just telling you, like, yeah, I think you on point, bro. I think you definitely on to something, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's everybody. That's why it's like repeat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, and just sometimes like especially with the meditation part, man, it's just a state of being still.
Yeah.
Because we moving all the
All the
time.
time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I purposely sometimes I'll pray and I'll go work out, you know, and then after that I'll go meditate because I want to be able to slow my mind down instantly.
Got you. Got
So
you.
I'm training my mind to because in a lot of situations it can be really, really heated, whatever.
Yeah.
You need to sit back like
Go back to that.
and let the world boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And I was talking in real talk, true story. I was hanging out with this young lady, and the first thing she do every morning, she jump in her phone, she jump in the world. I'm like, that's the first thing you do every morning? I mean, I'm like, what I supposed to do? I said, you do whatever you want to do. I just ask that's the first thing you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing you do, jump in the world. Like, man, get this man credit for getting up, waking you up. You know what I'm saying? Hand touching the feet. You know what I'm saying? Moving your arm. Yeah, at least do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Before you roll over, like, do.
How many likes did I get today?
How many likes did I get last night while I was asleep? You know
That
what I'm
post should have
saying?
did a little
Dude, that
better.
post looked
Yeah,
good.
What did
man.
Beyonce post last
Yeah,
night?
was it my angle? What is
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah, who commented? Oh,
What's
okay.
the shade room talking about?
Right. You know what I mean?
Girl.
So yeah, man. I mean, you just gotta do it. But there's nothing wrong with what you said because guess what? All of us are not right. You know what I'm saying? We all fall short. That's why we have grace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why and you have to believe that. You know what I mean? And that's the whole point, man. I think about all the time, like, hey man, this one man died for us. They took all the heat for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what I would did that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
That part.
I mean, think about it.
That
You know what I'm
part.
saying? But like, you, no one's already right. Everybody plays like they all the way right. That's the problem.
Well, see, that's one of the things about
see what I'm
me,
saying?
man. I think that's what ultimately led me to kind of sort of just stepping away from a pulpit. But I've had people to like just speak into my life, just you know, from an affirmation point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just be like, bro, you know, like everybody that can help people or got a word for people ain't got to be in no pulpit, bro. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was just they'd just be like, look, man, just continue to do you, like the way you do you, like even on this platform at times, man. Like you heard us talking about the after hours and stuff that we do on my platform. Like I done had a show, bro. I literally had to stop the show completely because I had to sow into a young lady life, bro. I was like, this platform, this segment is about having fun, talking trash, you know, to add some excitement along with all the business stuff and industry stuff that we talk about on our platform. But the way you going, like I got to help you out right now. And we literally shut down the show, bro, so I could talk to this girl, bro, because she was broken. You know what I'm saying? So it's didn't been people to tell me like, that's your form of ministering in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be how you help people. So
100%.
you know,
100%.
but yeah, and I think that's one of your ways, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is what all I'm saying.
Yeah, man. I know it's a ministry, man. So that's why I think that's what separates me from other trainers, man.
Good. There we go.
You know what I'm saying? I take it seriously. And, you know, and one thing I had to learn as I got older, I used to wonder like, man, how I know God talking to me? How I know God talking to me? And I found out later in life He communicates with you with three ways: through other people, through reading, and through music and meditation.
So ultimately, it's your conscience. He speaks through us directly through our conscience.
Right.
So
So
that's
you
why
can-
that meditation is important.
That's why the meditation part. Or all right, like you know, you and I talking, and I'm talking to you about something that just whatever you like. Dang, for real. You know what I mean? Because I hate I totally hate when people be like, "I'm gonna pray for you." Like, I don't want you praying for me. I don't know what you're praying about.
Facts. What God are you praying to? Because,
You be like, pray for your downfall. Like, I'm good.
I rebuke that.
Like, I don't,
Man, bro. That's
Do not serve the
wild.
same God, okay?
like real talk. I
That's a real
appreciate it.
thing.
Like, I'm praying for you about what? You know, somebody said, God told me to. God ain't told you. Tell me next.
and you know it's very particular, bro. I think I was the same dude I went to go do this event with. We were having these same conversations this past Saturday. Went to go see your girl Crystal. You know what I'm saying? And I literally told him, I was like, bro, it just. We were talking about praying, and I was like, man, I said, when I was in the church, bro, if my pastor asked me to get up and pray over the offering, do altar call, or close out the service, I said, those are like almost formalities. You know what I'm saying? They're always key things that you're going to mention. Make sure you cover the people, whatever. I said, but it's something real intimate, about when somebody asks me to pray for them.
Yeah.
Like, because when somebody personally asks me to pray for them, that ain't for me. You know if you get what I'm saying, like if I ain't got their email, or I ain't, some pastors be talking about I got an email. Like if I ain't got that email and that composition that I need, it's kind of sort of like, okay, I'm praying, but I feel like when I've been called to pray for a particular person that really needs intercession, that I already have what they need to be prayed for. So it's a very, very intimate thing for me when somebody's like, I want you to pray over me. I need to pray for. So I understand exactly what you're saying when you're talking about some. Okay, yeah, what you praying for? What you got going on? You know what I'm saying? Because, man,
And if I do pray for you, why I gotta tell? I ain't gotta tell you.
Not at all.
I ain't gotta tell you that.
That's between me and God.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Just like when people, man, I know I talk about this in the book about you know how people was like they go into their fast. Like,
you ain't supposed to tell people that. Yep, you don't.
Get you some oil, woman, go on about your day.
Whoop the whoop. That's it.
I'm
But
fasting.
it's all on the book.
I can't go out to eat. Okay. Like,
Right, you know.
Kudos to you.
right.
Yeah, man.
Man, so as we get ready to turn this corner, man, and we
right,
want to get out of here, man. I do want to give us another opportunity. That we heard you mention slightly that, you know what I'm saying, everything that you have done, everything that you've been preparing to do, the blood, sweat, and tears and dedication that you've given to your career because you don't have a plan B has kind of sort of all been pushed over to this app that you just recently launched. So let's go ahead and talk about that app a little bit, man. Tell the people where it's available at and all the other good stuff.
So, you know, I think sometimes we gotta be careful what we pray for.
Okay.
You know, I remember specifically praying about my marriage. I was praying about my company, been praying, you know, and he answers.
Right.
If you really get there. So I was like, you know, when I got back, so I was like, God, you know, when my prayers was enlarge my territory. So the book, boom, and now the app. And I don't know what else is coming, but there's still coming stuff coming. But I have an app, and it's actually on the Apple Store. It's Train and Burn Online.
Okay.
And what happens is, you know, people will call me. We do a consultation or whatever, and I'll say, hey, this program is great for you. So sign them up. And once they feel like they form, they click down the bottom, and it takes them to the App Store, and they download the Train to Burn Online app. So it's on Apple and Google. So I'm like, it's all about branding, man. And I learned about branding the hard way. Well, not really the hard way. It was I went to Houston 2008, and when I went to Houston, there was a at this point 24-hour fitness on each corner, gold gym on each corner, and my name, the company name was C Starks Personal Training, because everybody called me C Starks. So it was kind of like people would come mess with me because I'm C Starks, and some people would not.
Right.
So I was like, so if I move to Houston, I say C Starks Personal Training, no one's gonna know me. So I know how to create a brand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I created the brand. You know what I mean?
That's what's
so
up.
now it's like Train and Burn. So like you don't know, and it's crazy when I changed my brand, my demo changed.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But I learned about branding, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I always had I got another quote. I say, you know, the goal is to become a brand, not to wear one. You know what I mean? So and that's why I am. Just kind of leave a legacy for my son too. So
Got a little boy?
you got 18, man.
18?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. He like you as mom.
I mean, you know, he. I mean,
Because you know the women, they quick to say my baby look like me.
yeah, no,
Can't relate.
he looked like me. You know, he like his mom too. He looked like me, so you know.
So has he already graduated or he getting ready
He
to graduate?
graduated. He graduated May 24th.
Okay. Is he going to school?
He better.
Hear that? Is he gonna be legacy? Well, he already legacy. Is he going to follow in the footsteps?
But you know, my son is really smart. I mean, real smart. And I was one of them parents, like, you know, I played the sport, so I didn't force it on him.
Right,
I'm like,
right.
man, do your own thing. You know what I mean? So I want him to do his own thing and be his own individual. So he never played high school sports or anything like that. And I ain't never tripped. you
Okay.
know?
So you feel the same way about the frat too?
Man, I ain't paying for it if he don't do what I need him to do.
Hey, that's what I said.
So
You
I mean,
can't
but
get-
he can do what he want to do now.
Yeah.
He can do what he want to do. I ain't paying for it. And that's his real talk. That's a fact, Jack.
That's what's up, man.
That's a fact, Jack.
Kid, you got anything else, man?
So you've been a trainer since you were 31, right?
Since no, I've owned my own business out there. I've been a trainer since '96.
Well, in owning your business, what's kept you motivated throughout all these years?
That's
No
a good
B
question.
plan.
No beat.
No fallback.
No fallback. And typically a lot of entrepreneurs they have a whole lot of stuff in the fire.
Mm-hmm.
So you know if you got this piece of pie and you cut it 5 times, that's 20%, 20%, 20%,
Right.
20%, 20%. But if you give it 20% to something, you're gonna get 20% out of it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just gave it 100%, and I was told that I couldn't do this.
Really?
Yeah. So
Wow.
tell me I can't do that. and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's what.
You know what I'm saying?
I again, that's we can meet on common grounds with that. I think that's what got me to the point of like I don't really want to tell this whole story.
No, I
again,
got it,
'cause I talked
I got
about
it, I
it
got
in season number 1, but I became a Marine because I was in the Army with a quote unquote girl that I had a crush on in life, but she really didn't care about me because I got into it with her little brother or whatever, and I told her that I was gonna be a Marine, and she looked at me one day and was like, "You don't have what it takes to be a Marine." You know what I'm saying?
That's
And then I
part.
was like, "Okay, cool." Got my Marine recruiter. He took me out of my reservist unit in the Army, got me enlisted into the Marine Corps, and I was a 3-year sergeant at 20 years old. You know
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like
That's
it's
crazy.
just, but a lot of things like that people have told me that I won't be able to accomplish or I won't be able to do or whatever. That has really fueled me. So again, I hear you when you say that.
Yeah, man. It was just one of them things that I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I ain't gonna do nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I, you know, and it has been a vehicle for so much stuff. You know,
Yeah.
and on top of that, I was going to all these fitness conferences. I'm this black dude around all these white cats. So they were like, you know, who do you work for? I work for myself. I'm like, what? You know, because this is a dominant white industry.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
And I wanted to make sure that I was the best to do it. And still doing, like, I mean, I never say this all the time, but it's going to be hard to find one better than me doing what I do.
I hear that, man.
Respect on his name.
In 50 states, probably in the world, like, you know, and I've been doing this, you know, in different places. Yeah, so it'll be hard pressed to find one that's better than me, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, period.
I said what I said.
And I said what I said. Period. Period.
Don't try him. He's not a free sample. okay?
Period.
Not a free sample, no cap.
C stars, baby.
No
No cap. No cap. No cap. Well, that's what's up, man. Again, man, we appreciate you sliding through, man, and kicking with us, man. You've been
Appreciate it.
dope. I really
Appreciate
enjoyed this, man. So I guess the number one thing that we can do right now is I want you one more time to tell the people who you are, man. Tell them about everything that you got going on. Make sure you tell them where they can find you at and all the other information. And if you got anything coming up, man, within the next like 1 or 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you put that information out there too, because we're gonna go ahead and push your podcast on out, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, Curtis Starks, no side. Located downtown Birmingham, located online. You know what I mean? Go find me at Train with C Starks on Instagram, Train with C Starks on TikTok, trainandburn.com. I'm on Amazon. You know, get the book Pray, Train, Repeat. So, you know, got a podcast coming out here in a few weeks of next month called The Warm Up for entrepreneurs, for health people and for just us, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do our thing with that. So go pick it up. Follow me, holla at me. You know, Fitness Goat.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. So, man, yeah, man, here's the book right here, man. Y'all make sure y'all go grab this, man. It's available everywhere, man. We're going to make sure we get the links from Curtis. So if you're watching this on YouTube right now, just look down below in the description, and you'll have all the links to all the content that he has out right now. Again, he just told us about a podcast that he had coming out, you know what I'm saying? So we're definitely going to support that and make sure we mention that in the meantime, between time, and all the other good stuff. So y'all know how we do here on the podcast, man. We love y'all. I want to thank y'all for watching, man, and for listening, man. And until next time, man, I am your host, LaCheston.
And I'm your co-host, Kim.
And until next time, man, good people, y'all know what it is. Peace.